You know that saying, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Yeah, I used to roll my eyes at that. I thought saving money was something people with money did. I was wrong, because last year I did something I never thought was possible. I saved $10,000 in just 12 months. And no, I didn't get a raise, win the lottery, or sell a startup. I just learned how to finally make my money work for me. Let me take you back to where this started. 12 months ago, I was frustrated. I was earning around $4,000 a month after taxes. Decent. But somehow, every month ended the same way. Nothing left. Rent, bills, groceries, the occasional Target run, eating out a few times, and boom, my paycheck was gone. I told myself I'd start saving next month about 14 times in a row. One night I opened my banking app and saw $58.27 in my account. Payday was still 5 days away. That was the moment. I remember thinking, if I keep going like this, I'll never have any financial peace. So, I made a decision. I'd save $10,000 in 1 year. The first step, I got brutally honest about where my money was actually going. I printed 3 months of statements, grabbed a highlighter, and categorized every expense, needs, wants, and what the heck was that? That last category was embarrassing. $200 on random Amazon buys, $150 in late-night DoorDash orders, $75 for a gym I never went to. I realized I wasn't bad with money, I was just unconscious with it. Once I saw the problem, I built a system. I created what I now call my real budget plan, a plan that didn't feel like punishment. Here's how it worked. I divided my paycheck into 4 buckets. Bucket number 1, essentials to 60%, rent, groceries, utilities, car insurance, gas, the stuff I had to pay. Bucket number 2, financial goals minus 20%. This was my pay yourself first category. Before I paid a single bill, I sent 20% of my income, about $800, straight into a separate high-yield savings account. It was automatic. I couldn't touch it without real effort, and that was the point. Bucket number 3, fun minus 10%. Yep, I still wanted to live. This covered takeout, nights out, or that random Starbucks run. Having money set aside for fun meant I didn't feel guilty spending it. Bucket number 4, freedom minus 10%. This was for investments and debt payments. The idea was to slowly grow wealth while cleaning up any financial messes from the past. That first month was tough. I felt restricted. But here's what surprised me. Once I got through the adjustment period, it became liberating. Because for the first time, I knew exactly where my money was going. To make it easier, I used what I call the 3-day rule. Anytime I wanted to buy something that wasn't in my budget, new clothes, gadgets, even impulse food orders, I had to wait 3 days. If I still wanted it after 72 hours, I could buy it guilt-free. Guess what? 80% of the time, I didn't even care anymore. That simple rule probably saved me over $1,500 that year. I also started tracking my progress every single month, not just my expenses but my savings growth. Watching that number climb, even slowly, was addictive. $800 became $1,600, then $2,400, then $3,000. By month 6, I was ahead of schedule. But let's be real, it wasn't all smooth. There were moments I wanted to give up. Like the weekend my friends booked a last-minute trip, and I couldn't justify it. Or when my car needed a $500 repair that wiped out a chunk of my emergency fund. But here's what I learned. Financial discipline doesn't mean never having setbacks. It means knowing how to recover without quitting. I adjusted, not abandoned, my plan. Instead of saying I can't afford it, I started asking, how can I afford it without touching my goals? Sometimes that meant picking up a few freelance gigs, selling unused stuff, or cutting back temporarily on wants. It wasn't glamorous, but it worked. I also discovered a game-changer: automation. Every payday, my bank automatically split my income into separate accounts: bills, savings, spending, and investments. It removed temptation from the equation. I couldn't accidentally spend what was meant to be saved. That's the beauty of automation. It protects you from your own impulses. By month 9, something shifted. Saving money no longer felt like effort. It became a habit, and when that happens, your entire mindset changes. Instead of saying, I can't buy this, you start saying, I choose not to because I have bigger goals. And that's when I realized saving isn't about deprivation, it's about freedom. Freedom to not panic when your car breaks down. Freedom to take a weekend trip without checking your balance. Freedom to sleep better at night knowing you're building something real. By the end of the year, I hit my target, $10,247 saved. That money represented more than cash, it represented confidence. It was proof that even with an average income, you can create extraordinary results with intentional habits. So, here's the breakdown of what truly made the difference for me. Track every dollar. You can't fix what you don't measure. Automate your savings. Make it invisible. If you never see it, you won't spend it. Give your money a job. Every dollar should have a purpose. Bills, fun, future. Avoid lifestyle creep. When you earn more, don't instantly spend more. Celebrate small wins. Every $100 saved is a step toward freedom. If you're watching this thinking, I could never save $10,000, I get it. I used to think that too. But it's not about the number, it's about the direction. Start with $100, then $200, build momentum. You'll be amazed at how quickly it compounds, not just your money, but your mindset. Because when you start saving, you stop living in reaction mode. You stop chasing every dollar. You start owning your life. So, when people ask me how I did it, my answer is simple. I stopped hoping and started planning. And if there's one thing I learned from saving $10,000 in a year, it's this. Wealth doesn't come from luck, it comes from consistency. 1 month, one decision, one paycheck at a time.